So deciding to buy a property is scary yet exciting experience. It is probably the largest investment you will ever make. Remember to equip yourself with the right information on what the whole buying process is like, whether you ask your property agent or an experienced person to get all clear.
Or maybe you just watch this video and you will have an idea of the property buying process.
What's up everybody, welcome to VC. My name is Vincent.
And I'm Chloe. First and foremost, we've actually met clients who mentioned they're not sure if they're looking for a property for their own stay or investment. I mean, it's not wrong that you want your home to be an investment too, since property generally increases in price. But tips and main points that you should take note when buying an own stay or an investment property are different. That's why the first tip that we would like to share is to get your motive right. Are you looking for an own stay that you want to live in?
Or do you want an investment that you want to rent it out in the future? So if you are planning to live in for 5 years then rent it out, it is important to look into both factors to get a suitable property for you.
If you buy a house for your own stay, your home should cater to you and your family needs foremost. That is the priority, far more important than how much your property will appreciate, although it is a bonus if your property has a good investment possibility.
How about buying a property for investment purpose? So the concern is here on the potential return. Among others, you should mainly research the property's location, rental yield, future potential rental, price appreciation, and also expected an estimation on the annual return on investment. You should really crunch the number and decide though.
Yeah, there's no point diving into a home search without first knowing what you're looking for. And when it comes down to it, that begins with your budget. Of course, you have to take into consideration your down payment needs in your overall financing, which is usually 10% of your purchase price.
And also remember to take into account the additional costs such as stamp duty and other miscellaneous legal fees that can be accidentally overlooked by eager new home buyers when these costs added up can go up to 18% of the property price, which includes your 10% down payment.
Next thing, after knowing your purpose of buying a property, go get your loan eligibility checked out by your closest banker or even engage a property agent. So usually they will require some documents from you to check out your financial situation and to determine how much can they lend you. For example, a photocopy of your IC, your payslips, your bank statements, your latest EPF statements, etc. Different banks have different requirements.
Even if the bank willing to loan to you a certain amount, remember to keep in mind to calculate whether you can afford it or not. But having that pre-approved home loan will give you an idea the price range of a property that you should be viewing, instead of looking at a property beyond your eligibility or maybe limiting yourself from looking at better properties.
True. After checking your loan eligibility, if you haven't contacted a property agent yet, go on, please do. We're also real estate negotiators, consultants, or whatever you want to call us. We're here to help you out. So drop us a comment or email us at this and we will contact you shortly. So back to the point, no doubt blah, real estate agent is a valuable partner to have when it comes to buying your property. The best part is you're not even paying them unless you want to.
So they are filled with information on houses and locations which are not commonly known to the public. You will benefit from their knowledge of the area, negotiation skill, and also guidance throughout the home buying process. Now that you have an idea of how much you can afford, you can now contact your trusted property agent. And now the next step is searching the property that you want. What should it be? Condominiums, apartments, terrace house, semi-detached house, bungalows. You can even customize your search according to number of bedrooms, build-up size, and property types, be a new launch property or even subsale property.
If you're confused about whether you should go for a high-rise property or landed property, click the link right here to watch our comparison video. By this time, you should have an idea of the location, price range, or the type of home that you want to buy. Narrowing down your search to an ideal neighborhood will make it easier to choose a home. I know it's a bit overwhelming, so if you're having trouble here, speak to your real estate negotiator, so your real estate agent about it. After all, it's their job to help you make the right choice. So let them help you to narrow down your choices and let them propose the right property for you.
Yep. Once you have a few potential property that you're looking for, your real estate agent will arrange for a viewing for you. And if you're going for a subsale property, take your time to look at each house carefully and take note of things that the structure defects, leaking roofs, and since it's a second-hand property, to avoid getting confused at this stage, bring someone you trust for a second opinion. Take some photos, note every house that you visit. So just to make sure everything is top-notch before you actually seal the deal.
Yeah, acceptable for you.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking in the primary market, try to compare 2 to 3 developments, ask your property agents for suggestions, and compile the reasons why you should choose this property compared to the others.
Yeah, at this point, if you're still contemplating should you get a project which is a new property that under construction, or a subset property that already been done, which is also the property owned by someone else, we actually made a video to get you clarified on which one to choose from. So click the link up there to check it out.
Other than that, please do remember to compare the price and packages, whether it's the price or upfront costs or miscellaneous fees or renovation costs. Take all that into consideration. It's important to take a step back and compare the cost against other similar properties. This is a great way to understand whether you're overpaying on a property, but also whether there might be some other similar properties that will offer you a better value for your money.
Yeah, exactly. So for the subsale property, after you've done your negotiation and you agreed on the price, it's time to seal the deal, right? So if the property in the primary market that you like the unit number, the view, the price within your eligibility, you are set to go. It's time to sign the booking form. We advise you to pay attention to the terms and conditions because they are very important. Any breach may cause problem, and worst scenario is when the owner can claim your booking fee. How long is the allowable period from you to get your loan approved and sign the sales and purchase agreement?
When do you need to settle the 10% deposit or the balance purchase price?
What would happen if the bank rejects your loan application?
For a subsale property, do negotiate with the owner to return the booking fees if your loan is rejected.
Also, what are your rights if the seller cancels the sales or the consequences if you do not complete the purchase?
We would suggest you avoid paying the booking fee directly. Appoint a lawyer or a real estate negotiator and pay them instead because you don't know the seller. Who knows, you might be dealing with a scammer, right? Your lawyer has not performed the title search yet, right? The house might not belong to him.
Yeah, or maybe the bank has not approved your loan or the seller might already spend your money. That's a worst case scenario, right? Yeah, so the booking fee is basically a deposit that you pay to show that you are indeed serious about purchasing your property. For a subsale property, it is usually from 1% to 3% on the sales price and held by the real estate agency. Under no circumstances should this money to be paid to an individual, and there should be any clear and legal paper trail to avoid any risk of fraud.
Booking now. Now you gotta secure a home loan.
Yes,
which
exactly.
is a good one. Yeah.
Yep. So for the loan part, a home loan or a mortgage loan in Malaysia is a loan taken out from a bank or financial institution to help you purchase the property, unless you want to cash buy lah. So this allows more people to own a home as they don't need to fork out the entire money upfront. There are many banks out there offering different home loan products, including semi-flexi loans.
Review with several banks and pick the one with the lowest interest rate, most reasonable fees, the higher loan amount it offers you, and the best service, of course. The down payment of a 10% of the property's purchase price will be made first, while the owner pays off the remainder in installments every month. The bank will also order a valuation for your property if it's a subsale property.
Yeah, usually your property agent will help you with the process as they know the market better and which bank would suit your job scope, right? Since different bank has different requirement criteria, they also provide different eligibility for the clients. For example, commission earners, salary earners, extra allowance, different banks have different eligibility for these.
Now, congratulations, your loan is now approved. Moving forward, you gotta sign a letter called the letter offer. It is a contract that states the terms of the loan package offered by the bank or the financial institution after approval of the loan application. After approval, the banker will share some approval details with you through WhatsApp or text. But of course, the original contract between you and the bank is written in the letter offer.
So after that, your banker will set an appointment with you for you to go and sign the letter offer. Then they will let you read, explain, sign the letter offer, and remember to check all the essential details like name, IC number, property address, property purchase price, title number, correspondence address, and more.
It's essential to understand your approved loan amount. Because of the total loan amount, you'll know how much goes to your financing of the property, the insurance, which is your MRTA or MLTA, legal fees, and valuation fees. And most importantly, you will also know how much deposit in cash you need to pay the seller for buying a house.
If you haven't engaged a lawyer yet, you must. Yeah, you must. For the legal part, it's very important for you to secure your own deal and yourself especially. So, if you don't know any lawyer, ask a property agent for some recommendation. Your lawyer will prepare the sales and purchase agreement to get both parties to sign them accordingly. Your lawyer will also draft the loan agreement to sign by both of you and the bank, where the bank may ask you to take out an insurance policy as well.
If you're buying directly from a developer, they may offer you free legal service. Remember that they are acting on behalf of the developer who is paying for their fees. Nothing is free, so all this is included by the developer.
After the documents are prepared, it is finally time for the final step, signing the documents.
Upon which your lawyer will prepare the sales and purchase agreement and get both parties sign them accordingly. For a subsale property, you will then have to pay the 7 to 8% of your down payment as well as the other miscellaneous fees. If it's a project, you'll have to settle the remaining down payment and also the additional fees too.
Yeah, make sure you sign the sales and purchase agreement within the period as stated in the booking form. This can be within 14 days to 21 days from the booking form date. Remember to ask your lawyer to brief you on the terms in the sales and purchase agreement before you actually sign it. You can also ask them to estimate the duration to complete the purchase.
This is crucial because you want to know when you need to shift to your brand new house. During this time, also, your lawyer will do the appropriate title search.
So, for freehold property with an individual or strata title, a lawyer will be able to complete the transfer within 90 working days from the sales and purchase agreement date.
This process might be longer for leasehold properties or properties with a master title because the transfer for these properties require consent or confirmation from the state authority or the developer. The process to get the consent or confirmation can take around 1 to 3 months depending on how swift the response is. Only after getting approval, the lawyer can start the transfer. This will take an additional 90 working days again. Generally, it would take around 6 to 7 months to complete the purchase of a leasehold or master title property in total. The lawyer shall do the necessary to register the transfer of the land title.
So if you're buying a completed house, the bank will release the full loan sum to the developer once the title is transferred. If you're buying an under construction house, the bank will release the loan sum progressively to the developer's housing development account. So, for the full disbursement of loan from the bank to the seller's lawyer as a stakeholder once the title is transferred.
Several months later.
The vacant property and the keys must be handed to you within the time frame stipulated in the sales and purchase agreement. Before accepting the keys, request for the utility receipts that shows the outstanding bills have been paid. Once the keys are in your hand, you can start planning for renovation and finally a housewarming party.
So what if you are not able to complete the purchase within the given time frame? So the owner will usually grant you an additional 1 month, but you will be charged for penalty somehow. So your bank will make the payment to the owner twice, first to settle the outstanding balance owing to his bank, and the second payment will be his or her profit. So your installment starts when the bank made the first payment. At this point, the owner has no obligation to deliver the house to you yet. The house is yours only after your bank made the second payment, around 1 to 2 months after the first payment. So lastly, transfer the utility, maintenance and assessment to your name after you receive the key.
And I guess that should be it. After so long, you're finally done with the process of buying a property. Actually, we strongly suggest engaging a property agent just to make sure your whole journey is smoother. Property agents know what to look out for, whether it's regarding the sales and purchase agreement, terms and conditions, refunds. They'll advise you accordingly. So if you have any questions or confusions, don't hesitate to send us a message on our Instagram, which is VC.ESTATE, or email us via this email. Yeah, somewhere.
Which way is it? So buying a property may be a once in a lifetime kind of thing for some people, while some maybe go through multiple ones. So do enjoy the process, be hands-on, ask your question and go get that property. So that's all from us today, and thank you for watching. If you gained some new knowledge from this video, do give us a like, consider subscribing as we post a lot of property, real estate contents here in this channel. Feel free to join our VC family, and we'll see you
in the next video.
Ciao.